Oh boy, we've got some interesting video today. We're going to talk about Old Man Logan Awaken abilities. We're going to talk about temporal dimension still being a problem for a lot of players. And we're going to talk about something pretty exciting, in my opinion. We are going to get a Wolverine rework and a Sunfire rework. So this is data mined coming in from Quick Draw. The Alpha Star characters were data mined. So it's going to be Guardian, Sasquatch, North Star, and apparently Wolverine is getting a rework and Sunfire is getting a refork. So I'm looking for that, especially with Wolverine. Now, it has been a mess. Temporal dimension has been a complete disaster in my opinion. And there was some messaging today. Temporal dimension has been updated. We'll talk about that. We are aware of the difficulty stuck at node 7 or more. The team is investigating the issue. Thank you for your patience. So if you're not experiencing this, you don't have to worry about it. I think most people are going to go into temporal dimension and they're going to notice that the difficulty has been tuned much lower, like way lower. In fact, you know, for me, I think I could auto most of the nodes. Like it was a lot easier. However, there were some people stuck in the middle of node 7, which is the node that has Morgan Le Fay and the Darkhold with Quicksilver, and they can't get through it. And they just die and die and die and die, and there's nothing good. So this requires the node being reset. Now, there has not been official information on this particular issue, but if you're experiencing it, it's super frustrating. I did get a message from one person. Hugh sent me this screenshot. Hugh messaged customer support and talked to Abby, and they said something kind of interesting. They said they would reset the node, but before we proceed, take note, we cannot provide any resources in return. And then Hugh said, fine, let's go do that. And then they reset the node and he was able to get through it. So I guess everybody's experience with talking to customer support varies. Some people have found very easy to get in touch with customer support. Other people are finding it hard to. I suspect that they have a tier system or a VIP system and they give top priority or higher priority to heavy spenders, but I do not know if that is true. Now, the rewards are better well, they're not that they're better. What the rewards for temporal dimension seem appropriate for how difficult it is now. And I think that this change and the difficulty being turned way down is good overall for the community because people are going to be able to get 3 diamond Ghost Spider. I want a 3 diamond Ghost Spider. The way that it was tuned yesterday was way too hard for what it was. It just really wasn't. Now, what I don't understand about this, and I wish they would have handled this way, is I wish they would have left the old one up and then issued out a second one the way that it is now. And that way, if people wanted to go through it, they can go through it the way it is now. They can get their rewards. They can get their 3 diamond Ghost Spider. You know, for me, I was able to get through it on my second run in like 20 minutes on auto. It was insanely easy compared to being insanely hard, but there was some satisfaction in completing it yesterday because it was very, very challenging. But 99.9% of the community did not have that experience, and it was absolutely atrocious. What this means to me, though, is Scobly, what are you doing over there? Are you okay? They don't, do they have any idea? Do they test anything? This has eroded a lot of confidence. Like, what are they doing? They went from one of the hardest things I've ever seen in the game to one of the easiest things in the game. And I don't know if that had to do with the announcement, in-game messaging that said, required to enter is gear tier 14, recommended gear tier 15, 3 stars. Did they tune it for like gear tier 19 and then dial it all the way back to like gear tier 15? I just don't think they know what they're doing. At the end of the day, I think it's good for the community to have better access to these rewards because the rewards absolutely were not worth the effort and the investment in the team. There you go. All right, let's move on to the blog post. The blog post has some information about Hive Mind, and they're going to be making some changes to farmability on the Hive Mind team. It doesn't look like it's going to go down the way that it normally does. And then we're also going to get some information on Old Man Logan's awakened abilities, which some of them kind of feel bad in my opinion. Stormwatch from Updog and Brotherhood of the Storm. Battle and Blitz starting on the 18th. Battle with Mercs for money characters and Blitz for Mercs Golden Bounty. That starts on the 18th. Rank high in Arena on the 20th to earn Bamboo Orb Fragments for the Black, White, and Red All Over event starting on the 20th. I got to say this. When I saw this Black, White, and Red All Over, everybody's like a newspaper. And I was like, when I was a kid, that was a joke. Like skunk in a blender. And they're like, what's wrong with you? What kind of childhood did you have? It's a newspaper. I guess it's Panda Pool. I don't really know. Anyways, Battle in Blitz and spend Incursion Energy on the 20th. Battle in Blitz and spend Incursion Energy for the Sinister Strike Web Milestone starting on the 20th. And then we got Battle in War and earn ally supplied orb fragments. Battle in War and earn ally orb fragments for Machines of War Alliance wide event starting on the 20th. Now we're going to get into the blog post. And there's a couple things in here that are newsworthy. There's a change to raid energy that I think was positive. And there's some things that are just a little bit unclear. And I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. Of course, Old Man Logan will be starting on the 24th. And then they have some information about Hive Mind basically stalling us to next week. But the wording here is a little bit interesting to me. Look forward to more information about Hive Mind character shards availability in the next week's blog. There will be some interesting changes to where you can get more character shards of the Hive Mind team. We'll still reach our intended goal where players should be able to 7-star the Hive Mind characters. So I think what we were expecting is like them to have an announcement saying Void Knight is going to go to this store and Red Goblin's going to be farmable in this node. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to do something different. I think it was Bendable that suggested maybe they're going to put as raid rewards. I don't know. But I do want to go over what they did commit to us. And this was going back when they changed this several months ago. And what they said they were going to do. For most new characters, availability of their shards will be increased 4 months after their initial release. And I believe yesterday was the date of the first Hive Mind character going for sale. So we were expecting this information to be out today and maybe doing it today. You know, Blitz store, Arena store, Node Farmable, whatever. But they're going to do something different. And I don't know if that's good or bad. And then this is the last part that I think we're familiar with. All players will have the opportunity to get non-Dark Promotion character creditors, new characters to 7 yellow stars by the end of 6 months of their release through normal daily play. So, looks like Hive Mind is going to take a slight different path. Maybe it'll be tied to raids. I don't really know. We will have to see. Hopefully, this is not a bad thing. But right now, the way things stand, I'm somewhat skeptical. Old Man Logan, yeah. Of course, this is going to have the 5-star requirement of Cabal, Loki, Emma, and the Out of Time team to get into difficulty 11 or 12. And then for 13 and 14, 6 stars and 15, 7 stars. We know about this. This has been very controversial. And this will go on Wednesday. Now, Old Man Logan Awakened abilities. Now, before I read how they're going to be unlocked, I want to showcase what they are and whether or not it is worth it to you. So most of these are tied to War offense, and it is the basic, the special, and the ultimate. So it is not the passive. So here's the basic. On War offense, if this character has claws out, apply defense down. On War offense, gain 2 regeneration. Seems kind of like a luxury thing. Now this one right here is tied to Dakin, and this applies in all game modes. So this would also be useful, let's say, in Cosmic Crucible. Apply Revive once to a random Dakin ally. And there's going to be a way of getting that today for money. We're going to talk about how to get that. And then the last one is called, this is on the ultimate, is also a War offense. Generate 1 special energy for 2 random mutant allies that were not at full energy on start of the current team. Now, I did test this team a little bit on the test server on offense and War, and my general feeling is that this team walked over everything other than Mephisto. I didn't struggle, and I did not have any of these awakened abilities. Now, let's talk about the special first, and we'll go back to the blog post because that's going to require spending money. Basic, let's just read that first, I guess. Once you unlock Old Man Logan, you'll have access to special offers to help power him and his team up. These offers will be key to unlocking his awakened basic ability. Special Logan's Fury. So this is going to require buying 2 offers. Dawkins initial offers go live today, May 17th. And the cheapest initial offer, that is $25. After purchasing any Dawkins offer, so you spend the $25, you will unlock a special dual offer that includes Old Man Logan's awakened special ability. So if you went and purchased Dawkins, I know there's one for $25, you have to restart the game. You restart the game, and then this offer will come up, or these 2 offers, one for $50 and one for $100, which has shards, and then it has the special for Old Man Logan, which gives Dawkins the revive once. So $75. Nah, I don't know. That doesn't seem like a good deal to me. I'm sure some people will do it. The only thing I can say about that one is that it does work outside of war offense. It works on war defense. It'll work in Crucible, but still, I don't know. I feel like this team, the Mercs for Money, is a revive heavy team. And so like Mephisto has anti-revive mechanics and so on. That seems to be the hard counter to this scheme, is anti-revive mechanics. Then the ultimate, players must participate in the Merc Golden Bounty event, which starts Saturday, May 18th at 2 o'clock, and take Old Man Logan Awaken Ultimate Ability. These are Blitz events, right? Special event will be available on Sunday. So it's a Saturday and Sunday Blitz event, and I believe it's for 8 weeks. We're going to read more about it. There it is. A repeat for 8 weeks. More details obtaining this Awakened ability are below in the event section. We're going to get these Awakened abilities right after the sunset until Old Man Logan rolls back into town. Make sure to take advantage while this opportunity lasts so you can slash the competition down to size. I don't know. I'm kind of like lukewarm about this. I don't know if they're that important. Unless it's glitched like Green Goblin's was. I mean, other than that, I don't know. Okay, so this is the one for the Ultimate Awaken ability. Send your Mercs for Money characters on a mission to load up on a major payload of gold and acquire Ultimate Awaken ability materials for Old Man Logan. The more you invest in your Merc for Money team, the more rewards you earn through premium milestones. The more that you spend, I don't like that word invest, and the earlier you spend, not invest, the more rewards will compound over. Don't use compound invest with this game. Get out of here. Don't use those words anywhere in the same sense of anything to do with Marvel Strike Force. There's no investment. There's no compounding of interest. It says when you flush money down the toilet to buy this team, that's more appropriate, not invest and compound. Get out of here. This 8-week event, let's break down what's happening. All right, weekend Blitz missions every weekend for the next 8 weeks. Characters, Deadpool, Deathpool, Panda, Doc, and Old Man Logan. Achievable one-day Blitz milestones every Saturday, Sunday. Just 5 blitzes per character per day. And then earn milestone points based on characters' yellow star level. Special to Old Man Logan 6 and 7 are not used for scoring in this event. And then they said, if you engage in 5 daily blitzes with each Merc for Money characters at 3 stars, well, that means you have to buy them, right? You get them at 3 stars. 4 stars for Old Man Logan. About Saturday, Sunday of each week, you should have enough materials to unlock ability at the conclusion of 8 weeks. Okay. However, leveraging the Mercs for Money offers can speed this up, potentially earning you the ability as early as week 2 of the event. So I think I'm going to continue with my plan of buying 1 offer. I'll do these events, and then hopefully at the end of the 8 weeks, I will have the Awakened ability on Old Man Logan, right? And then the special is Dawkins. I don't think I want to buy 2 offers. I don't feel like spending $75. Anyways, this is somewhat of interesting. So there was some issues with the Merc for Money team, and the team is probably better than my initial testing inside of the test server. Pandapool's ultimate ability, Pandemonium, was incorrectly capping the maximum health steal mechanic to 20% of max health. We talked about this in yesterday's videos. Deadpool's passive ability, Merc with the Mouth, was incorrectly missing the following mechanic. In war, when a Deathpool ally uses their ultimate ability, kind of important, apply safeguard immunity to self and all Merc for Money allies. That kind of makes Deathpool more important on that team, because initially when I tested the team, I was like, oh, I don't know if I need Deathpool. But now that makes that a lot more important. Deathpool's special ability was incorrectly capping the maximum health steal mechanic 20% of her max health. And then there's a visual adjustment to night crawler. Now, this is of interest to me in some level. Quality of life improvements. Max rate energy is being increased from 50 to 60. This will be seen in-game after next release. And this probably helped me the most on my new player account because my alliance toggles between two different difficulties, and one of the difficulties I can't participate in. And so then I will, instead of being capped at 50, I can go to 60. That's pretty cool. Oh, then Friday free claim. We're going to get this panda pole. Now, there was one other thing that I wanted to talk about in the post, and right now my brain is drawing a blank. So maybe there isn't one. Let's just go through and... No, there isn't. That's the end of the video. Nothing else. I don't think I forgot anything out. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Get your rewards. If you were locked out of Temporal Dimension, I think you'll find it a lot easier than it once was before. Bye for now.